Cummings didn't practice today. Kelsey didn't practice. Donald Stevens did the warm-ups, and then he was done after that. And then McCluster has a little illness. We've had a little bit of illness going through with a few players, so we're kind of working through that. All in all, good week of practice. Guys worked hard. We tried to keep it as much to end season as we could with the rules as far as the format went. So again, they worked hard, but they did a nice job. Most of our prep was towards something relative to what Pittsburgh does, although we did a couple things separate, but most of it was towards Pittsburgh.
So Stevenson and Kelsey won't go?
Well, I don't know that yet. Yeah, no, they're not rolling out yet, so we'll just see how they do.
Andy, we're still getting to know you a little bit and what you do. This magical third preseason game, just do you put a little chocolate sauce on the vanilla, or just what?
No. We're listen. We keep it as simple as we can, but still work our execution. It's a long season, you know that, so you can't. You're not gonna. I don't think anybody in the league goes out and shows everything that they've got. That's not what they do. But at the same time, you want to make sure you execute well. And I'm sure Pittsburgh feels the same way. We feel the same way, so we're going to attempt to do that.
But you did prepare though with
yeah, we did. We prepared a little bit more than what we normally do in the first and second game. We do in the third game.
With the cuts starting to come up on the horizon, is anybody starting to separate themselves? You starting to get a feel of who you're going to keep and who you may let go?
Well, actually, I meet with John Dorsey this afternoon. We'll go through that one more time here, and we try to do it. Well, we were doing it every day before we came back here, and then these are a little different practices, so we keep it to twice a week once we come back here. So we'll hit that again, and as we get closer, we'll start narrowing it down. And games are important, so we'll see how things come out of this game, how the players come out of this game, how they execute.
So somebody could make a move in this game that maybe you were thinking could have been cut and maybe could make the team because of the game?
Well, I mean.
Not really.
Well, potentially, yeah. That's they're being evaluated every day, so every play. So that's part of it. The game is part of it.
Go ahead.
After the game the other night, Alex said miscommunication was a big problem on offense. Other than practice, how do you solve that?
Well, there were a couple plays that we had a little bit of communication, and then you just got to keep doing it. That's I wouldn't say that was a big thing. I would say there were a couple plays, and they've just got to work through those, and that's all part of working together. You look around, and most teams are working that out, figuring it out. So we've got to do a better job.
The offensive line is so young. Rodney's really a rookie, and the two guards are young, and the tackle is a rookie. So how concerning is that it's taken some time for these issues to?
I'm not worried. I just want them to continue to work, and they'll work through all that. And every snap they get's an important snap, so we'll keep pushing and to get better.
Any word on any of the nicked up guys in playing time this week?
I don't know. We take it right up to the game. I mean, we do that in season too until we have to declare. We're gonna. If guys are close, we just take it right up to the game.
But your starters who went deep into the second quarter this past week, will you get a half out of them? Do you like to bring them back for a third quarter?
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll just see how it all plays out.
What's your druthers? I mean, what do you typically do in this
just that
game?
they play well. Yeah, I've done different things. I mean, to answer your question, I've done different things. So I just get a feel of the game, and we'll see what.
If they do really well, you say, "All right, we're good," type of thing.
Well, I give them a little work. It's not going to be. It won't be like the first series. I get more.
Score a touchdown, we're done.
It wouldn't be a Andy Reid preseason without playing the Steelers, would it?
Well, you know what? I think we played them every year, so enjoy that little rivalry, I guess you'd say. But Mike and I are friends, and I know he preps his team hard and aggressive, and that's always good in the preseason to have an opponent that you can play that's of that quality.
Especially, let's say, in the third game, where you're trying to get your guys.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah,
sure, that's good. Yeah, that's good. It's I think our preseason schedule has been great. We finish up with Green Bay after that. And these are all good football teams, so that we get to go against. And you want that.
Is 4 too many preseason games? I know the NFL's talked about changing it up a little bit. What's your feeling?
Listen, I'm okay with it just because it gives me time to evaluate. In this case, it's time to learn the players that you have here, and them to learn how you do things, and then to evaluate. But if you've been in a place for a while, you have a chance to evaluate the young guys. And the thing you don't want to do with camp, you have all these numbers, 90 kids here, and you don't want to miss. I mean, that's the objective. You want to make sure that you keep the best group of players that you possibly can for that final cut. And it takes a little time to evaluate. So we try to use that the best we can.
I don't want to get the horse too far in front of the cart, but again, week 4. I mean, I know Aaron Rodgers will be in the baseball camp week 4. Did you pull the starters from week 4? What do you generally do?
No, listen, I want to see what goes on this week, and then I'll get there and be able to figure out the other part.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.